What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. And today the first big piece of my big turbo setup has arrived. Now I wouldn't say it was the first piece, but the spark plugs kind of beat them here. And I did do an unboxing video on that because they're spark plugs. This is kind of one of the bigger pieces. So I got an update on the turbo. Last video I mentioned that I bought a Monmouth GTX 371R. It's a IS38 based hybrid. And I'm really excited for it. Unfortunately, my plan on install date has completely unraveled, rather awesomely so. So I was hoping to be installing it next weekend, but EQT hasn't sent me my base map yet, and the turbo itself hasn't even shipped yet. So yeah, I was told by Monmouth that the earliest it'll ship out is this upcoming Monday, and the latest it'll ship out is presumably next Thursday. So regardless, it's not going to be in time for the first week of August, which is when I was intending to install this stuff, and so that's great. But anyway, the first major piece showed up today. The first of what I call the trinity of major pieces, one of which is the tune, there's this, and the turbo itself. So in the box here, we've got an ARM front mount intercooler. So the reason I chose ARM's front mount instead of doing a direct fit or even a different front mount like CTS or I'm trying to remember what the other front mount brands that I looked into. There was CTS, there was Newspeed was in there. And then there was ARM. I chose ARM because a lot of people run ARM and people say it's a fantastic core. I was a little concerned about running a front mount, but like I said in the last video, I don't intend on having the car tuned past even 400 wheel horsepower. So it'll be lucky if I let it hit 400 horsepower before I'm like, okay, let's dial it back. Mainly for longevity, but also because the car's meant for cornering, not for raw power. But yeah, so that's why I decided to go front mount instead of direct fit over something like a D088 or HPA's intercooler, or even I think CTS even sells a direct fit or like racing line and stuff like that. I chose ARM for cost. This was about $567 before taxes and shipping and all that kind of stuff. Shipping was free for their Euro tuning. Thanks to the guys over there, they're always so awesome. But you know, before tax and shipping all that stuff, I paid $567 because I did get the stencil. ARM does not ship these intercoolers out with their logo on it. You can put it on there if you want to, and so I bought the stencil because I intend to do that. I just got to go up to AutoZone again and buy some black engine paint or some red. I haven't decided yet. What do you guys think we better put, black ARM logo or red ARM logo? I'll let you guys help me decide on that front. More than likely it'll be black, but red's in the running because it's a GTI. But anyway, I chose this because of cost, because of the glowing reviews it's got. Some people were like, yeah, ARM is the best one to buy, and you're not going to have any issues running the ARM intercooler, especially for the application I'm intending to run it on. As well as ease of install. Now, compared to a lot of front mounts, and this is something I was going to have to deal with the Newspeed one, from what I understand, this one, you don't have to drill the crash bar, which was something kind of important, because if I was going to do all that work, I'd rather have spent the time putting a direct fit in than I would have having to drill into the crash bar. Drilling into the crash bar is a really difficult thing to do. You need really expensive and strong bits, and even then, it's really difficult to do. So I chose the ARM because you don't drill in the crash bar. It bolts up to its own little custom-made brackets, and you're fine and dandy. So we're gonna unbox it today, and we'll try to keep the video pretty short. I know I've already talked probably too much. And usually I don't do unboxings anymore, but I thought for something like this, I love making content, and I wanted to have something that wasn't just me sitting here and hyping you guys up for the turbo. So we're gonna crack this open. Be careful. For some reason there's not tape on this part of the box, which was kind of concerning, but it appears that this was just not meant to have tape on it. This appears to just be the side of the box. But I'm operating it as the top today. So crack this. Don't know where I'm going to put this because I don't have any room for this anywhere. Okay, so in the box we've got what appears to be the stencil. Yep, there's our stencil. I do like those guys that do the makeup unboxing. Just like, I'm trying to be funny, guys. I know I'm not funny. I try. But we got our ARM stencil. This will be utilized when we spray this, which we're going to do probably the day we do the install on everything. The goal is to take a full weekend out and install the front mount and the turbo almost within within the same time frame. Intercooler probably going first because will be the easier part to install. And the idea was to have 2 teams working on 2 projects with all my friends and of course my dad and myself. Have one group handling the intercooler, one group handling the turbo. But I realize that's a lot of hands to have on the car, so I'm not going to do that. So I think I might put this back in the box. But before I do that, we're going to grab, I'm trying not to scratch my ass myself. Scoot this over a touch, so it's not getting the car anymore. We've got some hookup piping, some very nice black powder coated, I believe it's what is this paint called? Crinkle black pipes. These I'm assuming are part of the standard piping assembly for the connectors to the front mount from the factory side of things. I'm assuming the hardware's in here. Yep, there's the hardware and our other pipe. We've got a bunch of clamps in here. Now I've heard these clamps are kind of sketchy, so we'll see how these go. They're T-bolt, which I really like. I prefer T-bolt clamps over worm gear, and we've got a rather large collection of them in here. We have our other charge pipe kind of thing. I don't even know if you really consider these charge pipes, but another one in here. I'm going to tilt this back so I can shift the door back to where it was. May not have been my best idea to do all this way. Because I got my hands full. I'm going to try not to drop anything. So we're going to lean this back. We're going to... Oh, I lost it one there. So I'm going to lay all this back in. Almost dropped hook pipes. So yeah, pretty good stuff. And then of course we have the box with the main core inside. So I can put this back in here without damaging it. So when you crack open the main box, you get the actual front mount core hiding in here. I'm gonna see if I can maneuver this out as much as I can. So yep, there we go. This is heavy. This is by far the heaviest part of the whole box. But we are rocking this ARM intercooler. And yeah, I got this. I'm not gonna open this one because it's just gonna make a giant mess, so it'll be a pain to clean up later. But inside of it is the silver core. I did not get the bi-cooler upgrade. I figured it'd be best to just chill with the standard front mount system. Really don't need the bi-cooler unless you're really pumping down some power, which I don't intend to do with this car anyway, like I said. If I had an R or an S3 or even an A3, crank it to the sky, and I probably would have got a direct fit instead of this, to be honest. But I really like these. So far the reviews I've heard on these are great, and we'll see how these go when we install it. I opted for the silver core because I want it to stand out. I've never had a turbo car. I've got friends with front mounts on their cars and they stand out. I want to join the squad, you know, I want to have a standing out front mount. So we're doing that. Of course with the ARM stencil as well, which will look very nice. But anyway guys, that concludes our very short unboxing. To give you guys kind of a timeline on the install itself, I really don't have one. Because the plan was to have it installed next weekend. And like I said, that's kind of collapsed in a very large manner. Mainly because my dad's gonna be out of town. I was supposed to be out of town, and I didn't even really realize it until recently that once I didn't get coverage for work, I was gonna be here, but everyone else, my dad who's gonna be here, and of course all the parts aren't even here yet. And that can be kind of an issue when you need all your parts. So unfortunately, it looks like I'll be waiting into August to do all this stuff, which means this is gonna be sitting for a few weeks, which is unfortunate. I mean, I could go ahead and install it and get it out of the way, but I mean, I don't know, maybe I will. Maybe we'll do an install of this sooner than the turbo install. I'm excited though. Hopefully you guys are ready to enjoy the ride on that. Thank you guys again for watching. I'm gonna let you guys go. Hope you all enjoyed this video. It was kind of on the shorter end for my videos. I know my videos have been extremely long lately, but figured I'd give you guys something to watch so that you guys don't go 2 more weeks without me. And I apologize for my appearance. I came home from work pretty much pretty much I came home from work, ate dinner, and then came out and recorded this. So anyway, guys, I'll see you guys later. Have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching.